Hi there and welcome to my keto friends and to the Keto Curious. I'm Heather and this is What's Up Wednesday. So every other Wednesday is recipe week and this week is recipe weeks. Lucky you. But whenever I'm trying to figure out what recipe I'm going to share of mine, I usually look to see what's going on with my clients and some of my private one-on-one coaching clients. There's usually a correlation to what I'm sharing and what I'm sharing with them. So today's recipe that I'm sharing is all about the veggies. I have the most delicious marinade for any type of grilled veggies, but the mix that I used in particular is fabulous, and there's really something for everybody. So for the people that maybe aren't super high on the veggie liking list, zucchini is always a good go-to. But for people that are a little bit more ambitious and a little bit more adventurous, there's the cherry peppers. There's also the broccolini, which is awesome. But there's pretty much something for everybody in this mix. And no matter what kind of veggies that you use, this marinade will work for all of them. I loved grilled veggies and I could pretty much eat them all day, every day. And whenever I make this, we fight for who's going to get seconds and thirds, and there's never leftovers. So this is going to be a hit no matter what you're grilling. Summer's coming to an end, so take advantage of your barbecue while you can. But speaking of veggies, so a lot of people, and this is what I'm sharing with my one-on-one clients, a lot of people struggle when they make the transition from a higher carb diet to a lower carb diet. They start to miss things like fiber and they start to get backed up, and nobody likes to get backed up, especially this girl right here. So there's some things that you can do when you're transitioning to the low carb diet to make sure that you're getting enough fiber and you're not having to rely on the old way of eating. Vegetables in particular are a great way to do that. Now, a lot of people, when they're doing low carb diets, initially will default to things like meats and cheeses for snacks and to fill up. And in fact, that's probably the least likely scenario that you should be going to, especially when you're first transitioning into this diet. Having a diet full of veggies and a range of them, a colorful range of veggies, is a great way to make sure that you're getting all the nutrients that you need and that you're hitting that requirement for vegetables. And it's like 7 servings a day, but I know very few people that are able to get 7 servings a day, including me. So I do my best and I try to incorporate vegetables whenever I can. But there are certain vegetables that you're going to get more bang for your buck with, especially when it comes to fiber. So broccoli and cauliflower, I love broccoli and cauliflower, and you can eat broccoli and cauliflower riced, steamed, roasted, raw. I mean, any way that you can get it in, I highly suggest do it. Grilled, I've got the grilled broccoli. It's awesome. I haven't tried grilled cauliflower, but that's not outside the realm of possibilities for me. So cauliflower and broccoli, really high on that list. Some other things that are really great are spinach, romaine lettuce. So if you're going to have a salad, make it count. Skip the iceberg, go for something that's going to be nutrient dense like the spinach or the romaine, and fill it up with things like raw cauliflower, broccoli. You could even add some mushrooms. Mushrooms are higher on that list of fiber as well. So asparagus, celery, those are really good options. Radishes make a great snack. You could dip them in a homemade balsamic or a keto-friendly ranch or blue cheese, or you could even roast them. Roasted radishes are phenomenal. So those are some really good options. Now, one of my favorite things to eat, and I eat them every day, is avocado, and they happen to have higher content of fiber in them. So if you're having an avocado a day, you're getting your fat, you're getting fiber, you're getting filled up and satiated. It's God's pretty much perfect fruit/vegetable. I know it's technically not a vegetable. I get that, but it still falls under that category. And some other things, collard greens, phenomenal for that. Summer squashes like zucchini or yellow squash tend to be a little higher in the total carbs, but are still really great for fiber. I just wouldn't try to rely too much on zucchini because it's eating a lot of zucchini to get the type of fiber that you need. Now, if you're still struggling with getting enough fiber and you're eating these vegetables and you're eating a good colorful plate of vegetables and you're eating them often, this is going to be probably enough for you. If not, you can always incorporate some nuts and seeds in moderation. For the most part, you know, a good guideline is a quarter cup is probably the perfect amount for a serving. And if you can get them raw and organic, that's ideal. When they're roasted and salted, it tends to not have that same effect. So there's some really good ways to incorporate that. Flax seeds are another really big boost for fiber. It's flax seeds are almost 100% fiber. So the carbs that you're going to get are negligible. If you are on a low carb diet and are eating a lot of vegetables, you're going to have a hard time hitting that max carb for the day. But ideally, again, if you are getting a majority of your carbs from vegetables, then you're probably doing it well anyway, and you're probably feeling good and flushing out well and staying healthy and having those healthy bowel movements. This is a big topic for a lot of my clients, is being constipated and getting that perfect amount of fiber and making sure that everything's going and working well. If you have any questions and want to talk one-on-one with me, you can always book a discovery call. It's a free 30-minute call, and we can kind of talk about maybe what you're eating now and maybe how I can help you incorporate some other things and some other aspects into your life. If you are new to this world and are still trying to figure out and kind of get your bearings, there's a free email series. It's a 5-day email series. It's called Get Keto Clear. If you head to my website, it startswiththefood.com, you'll see the recipe on the blog for today's zucchini or today's vegetable marinade, grilled vegetable marinade. But you'll also see the option to go ahead and sign up for the Get Keto Clear series. And in that, it kind of goes into some of this and really opens the door to maybe a different way of being and realizing that the old Atkins idea is not really the healthiest way to manage a low carb diet. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them here. Feel free to private message me, or you can comment on the website under the blog. Hope you all have a fabulous Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon.